somebody say something of any kind of consequence. Yeah, that's not working for. Yeah, that's not working. All right, let's take it from there. Like that. Okay, so now we got stuff from there. Standby manager, alert box. Okay, cool. We can be heard, supposedly. Thank you, Fozzie. All right, so I'm not hearing it in my head, but
that's so cute.
What's so cute? Oh, the little thing.
The pink thing.
I don't know why that wasn't a thing. Hype train, sub gifts, bits, 94%. I don't know what we got there, but holy shit, is it cool. Alright, and hello. Stop dawdling around here because that's what I'm want to do today. Apparently.
Hello.
Hi! Good morning, my neighbors! Fuck you! Yes, yes! Fuck you too! Okay, enough of my Eddie Murphy impression. Holy shit, we might eventually have a new bit boss at this rate. Yes, smack him down. All right. Hey, thank you, Doge. All of the subs. Welcome. You can now do the wonderful thing and make the tasty meat kobold.
Yay, I got the little kissy blonde girl. Woohoo!
I want kissy blonde girl.
You got kissy brown-haired boy, it looks like.
Yep.
Oh yay.
That's an interesting.
People.
When did I? Holy crap! When did I get a sub for Enigma? That's interesting.
That's so adorable.
That is adorable.
I mean, if it was blonde boy, that would be so much better.
This is apparently the Streamer Love set. In case anybody was wondering. I like how they're doing like these kind of emote things. It's fun. Okay. So wonderful meeting you all here today.
Look at the story my little memes tell.
Definitely a better love story than Twilight. So we are here today with what looks to be Wandwed. Hooray! Frolicking Adventures in the Icy North. If I remember, it's the Icy North. And then the other one is the Icy South. We just like our frosty people around here. It's cold, and it's good cuddling weather. It's not quite snowing yet today, but...
Are you trying to out me right now?
No. You apparently outed yourself for something, so hey, good for you. But,
well, anytime soon, you would know that Runa and Gunder are all cuddly right now.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. Ah, well, funny that. Okay, so without further ado, because I don't think there's any real announcements to take place? Question mark.
How did you do on sales today?
How do we do on sales today? I mean, quite good. I mean, got four subs today, so you know, sales are up. Stonks are rising. So yeah, let's turn it over to Miss DM Pants. I'm going to eat.
All right. So you guys made it to Runa's village, which you guys now have an appropriate "You Are Here" bubble, and you also have the Chibi Walk. If I can move you guys back over there. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Yay, chibis.
So you finally make it back to Runa's village to find that it has been left in ruin, and most of the people either dead or stolen. Runa seems to be particularly upset about one of her kinmen being taken, and his name is what again? Because I keep forgetting.
Solomon.
Solomon. They didn't find Solomon's body, so they assume him stolen. So, you guys attempt to settle into Runa's cabin. Runa finding comfort in Gunder, while Sylvie and their newfound exotic friend, Nisei, go out to get some information on where they may be able to go to find.
Starts with an S.
I know it starts with an S.
Ends with an Olaman.
I can't keep it in my head. Sullivan. And Torhild and Torsten, because I hate myself and made Torsten's name so close to hers.
Torhildston.
That would just sound like a hickworm.
Are keeping Astrid comfortable, seeing as she was left to keep watch of the cabin. Alright, so let's I know what we're doing, I promise. Let's go ahead and start with Nisei and Sylvie headed out into the town to find information.
And I was almost done. Okay.
I mean, if you want me to not do that, that's fine.
Oh no. I'll. I mean, if you wanna hit somebody else first, whatever you would like.
I think I'd like for us to skip tonight.
Okay.
So, Sylvie and Nisei are going to have an easy time finding information, seeing as what is left of the clan is interested in helping Runa. You definitely get this sense that Runa is quite important to the clan. What you're able to find out is that I have so much caffeine and I feel.
Lily, your bubble's so tiny.
That up to the northwest. I totally put the "You're Here" bubble in the wrong area. Oopsie.
You are somewhere around here.
Up to the northwest is a clan of Orug, who you've already sort of ran into on your way here. But it sounds like this grouping of creatures tends to torment Runa's kinmen. And thus they assume that it is these creatures that have caused their current dilemma. They can't think of anybody else who may have caused this issue, and none of them are sure why Solomon was removed from the clan.
Can you paint on the map where they are?
That's a good question, Kevin.
Just in general. Well, sorry. You said northwest, so I'm just like trying to picture it.
Hold on, let me pull up a regional map without the bubble so I can make sure. Okay, yeah, I did put that bubble in the right place. Cool. So the bubble is covering exactly where this would be.
I mean,
So- Gonna put another token up there.
oh no, how will we know where we are now?
Everybody see the new token?
See that half the party has been wiped from existence, but that's fine. But
So
yes.
proud. Hey, sir.
I have not caffeinated.
The orc clan is up in this area.
You see orc?
Well, they're like auras.
Orogs.
Or OG?
Yeah, Orog.
Okay. And we are right here?
You are this village right here.
Oh, close. Oh, these bitches going down.
Well, yeah, they're close. They're constantly tormenting you guys, trying to run you out of your village. Okay, so don't need that anymore.
Now we will flatten there.
So, what is everybody doing before turning in for the night?
Well, Bruno's already turned in, literally.
Torhild's getting her Astrid snuggles on.
Yes, Astrid is fine with cuddling the small maid.
Torsten is jealous of Astrid.
A little bit.
Probably. I mean, I will probably excuse myself to some private area in which to have dinner, but other than that,
Fair. So, most part you guys are turning in.
I will say on Bruna's behalf, even though she did not really say this, that there are enough room for everyone to get their own. Not picky, and if anyone just wants to find a room,
So once returning to the castle, will turn back into wolf form and go pull up with Astrid as well. So Torhild is just amongst a dog pile.
Mm-hmm.
isn't that?
Alright, so Runa, you will be the first to wake up. It is extremely warm. Warmer than you're used to being waking up in the chilly morning of the mountain. And you find that you are still cradled within big burly arms.
and probably a little bit more back into my actual mindset.
Yeah, you've gotten some rest. You're not as crazed from the information you had gotten. And it appears that Gunder has carelessly fallen asleep in the same position that you had last remember sitting with him in.
As good boys do. Okay, so Runa will try to be gentle to remove herself.
Kicks him.
Kicks him.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dex check. It could be acrobatics if you want.
Oh, not just a normal guy.
Either one, whatever you want to do. All right. It is difficult. These arms are heavy and currently dead weight. The guy is just completely sound asleep. But you're able to wiggle, scoot, shove, and pry your way out.
I'm trying not to wake him up, but cool.
Well, you're gonna have to put some effort into
Get
it. So you can... He's a good guy.
I have access to forklifts right now.
No. So you end up prying yourself out and don't seem to wake Gunder.
Okay, she will quietly roam the house to check on everyone else, see what's thing, where everyone else is located, and see more of her house in general.
Okay. Your house seems to be one of the few buildings that was not touched by the flames of the raid. Torhill, did you remain with the puppers, or did you go find somewhere comfortable to sleep?
No, I think she's content being in a puppy snuggle puddle.
Okay. So, Runa, when you come out into your main area, right before the hearth, you see that both wolves will perk up, taking you in as you come into the room. In their midst is Tiny Mage. Not too far off is Torsten in the kitchen making tea. Again. This time, maybe somebody will drink it.
Oops.
And Nisei, where are you?
I don't know where I was as far as settling down. But, it was a place, certainly.
Well, if you wanted some privacy, you probably skirted out to the edge of the village.
Was there a pond or some such nearby?
Yes, there is a pond not too far from the village, and it is not fully frozen.
Well, it will be by morning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's where I'll take my rest.
I'm slightly turned on. Not Runa, me.
I'm assuming that I'm assuming that there was nothing actively dangerous in the pond.
Oh, no. There is nothing actively dangerous.
All right, cool. That's where I'll sleep. Just kind of sink in. Thing will freeze over.
All right, so you haven't returned to Runa's cabin yet. How long does Nisei need for rest?
About 4 hours.
Okay, so Elfie like.
Yep, she's got a short cycle.
All right. Well, you will wake with nobody around.
Slide out from the pool, head back to the cabin.
Dripping wet?
I mean, only for maybe the first, 5 feet or so. I can dry myself off.
Gonna say, not my house.
But, yeah, by the time everybody else is aware, I've probably... I'm just kind of sitting out in the common room.
Alright. Torhild, you'll wake in your puppy snuggle before Nisei returns.
Before then,
Okay.
I've Runa to talk to Torsten.
Alright, well, you see him working in the kitchen.
I was gonna ask, what race is he again?
As far as you know, he's human.
The 100-meter dash.
Okay.
I mean, he looked not like an elf.
Okay, well then Runa will approach him keeping her voice quiet so that the others in the room are not disturbed. Good morning.
Good morning. Feeling a bit better then?
A bit more rested, I suppose.
They'll give you a kind smell. Tea?
That would be lovely. Thank you. Have you gotten any rest?
I rested. And he will hand you a warm cup.
She will nod as she accepts it. I hope you all are settling. I didn't get to do my normal house welcoming as I would have.
That's fine. He'll smirk. We understand. You're going through quite a bit.
She'll sip at her tea. Well, I'm glad it's understandable. Do you know where Nisei has gone up to?
I can't say I do.
I'm sure she'll turn up then. And Ruda excuses herself to go to her room.
Where Gunder is still sleeping. Oh, yes, your room. Your room is empty. And cold.
And cold. Just how I like it.
Alright, Nisei, Torhild, and you guys are awake and left with Torsten once Nisei enters the cabin.
Okay.
Hello, I hope I haven't kept anyone waiting.
Thorhild will stretch out on the floor and stand up. No, I think everything's good. We just got some rest for the night.
All right, good. So, am I the last one to show up then? Is that what's going on?
Well, besides Gunder, who's still sleeping, yeah.
Oh, okay, well then that's fine. I'll just sit in the corner of an area, just kind of waiting.
Would you...
Apparently the war bells are already chiming.
Would you two like some tea?
No, thank you.
Torsten will kind of nod at Nisei. Still a little pink in the face, being around her, seeing as he's not used to living walking around so not clothed.
Well, I am decent.
I didn't say you weren't.
Rina will join the group when she's finished changing into said outfits said in Discord.
And just when I got your chibi drawn, you're gonna go change your character style.
Oh, you're gonna hate me.
Gwen.
I mean, she's still really good. I just wanted to do this because I didn't particularly like my sketch of the outfit.
Alright, Ruda, you enter the room. Both wolves will stand up and stretch out.
Let me prepare a breakfast for everybody. Torsten, you may sit down. You've already done enough.
And like the good little boy he is, he's still aside.
Oh, so loyal. Sure, he's not the one.
Ah, so Runa, you still haven't gotten the information that Nisse and Sylvie collected. You haven't gotten any information at all besides the fact that Solomon not within your clansmen.
Yeah, Rina doesn't know that they had left to go get more information.
Yes, well, this is why we are looking to probably speak over breakfast. You're kind of busy at the moment.
Rina will make a traditional in her village. Just be creative with what you think that might be. It's fish. I'm just kidding.
You don't live close enough to the ocean.
I know. I just don't know why that was the only thing I could think of.
It's a salmon.
What?
Breakfast bunny meat?
That makes me sad for sure.
Caribou.
You all
Caribou?
I don't know.
It's meat of sort. By the time Runa is done preparing this meaty breakfast, Gunder will come out of the room he found himself alone in. He kind of waves to the group, still groggy looking. He glances over to Runa, checks her over, but doesn't say anything about their evening.
He is a good boy.
Yeah, don't taunt him too much.
Oh well.
See, if you attack him while he's trying to do good, he's not going to do well after the fact. Right now he's behaving thinking he's going to get some again.
You didn't even get any the first time.
Mhm. That's not what my art folder says.
You'll have to indulge me on that later.
So you all sit down for elk sausage, as Doggo has mentioned.
Runa will serve him some as well.
You all will fit at Runa's small kitchen table, and honestly, those from the Estrid clan are kind of used to this, especially Torsten and Sylvie, who kind of quote-unquote grew up in a big family.
I will spend my time in lieu of eating, relaying the information that I had uncovered.
Runa will listen intensely.
Runa, you know about this Org clan. You've fought them a few times when they've come onto your territory. You even know where their camp is set up. So, it doesn't make sense why they would have taken Solomon.
You said it was O-R...
O-R-O-G.
Oh. Okay. I appreciate you gathering more information.
Well, I did want to repay the kindness of a place to stay. One must make themselves useful when accepting gratitude from others.
Well, of course. You always have a place to stay. She'll gesture to her homely manner.
And she'll kind of give a bow of her head. Just, then I will strive to continue to make myself useful.
Would you? How tall is Nisei?
Nisei is approximately exactly 5'11".
Okay, she's not too far off then. Are you sure there's
Most of it is in her legs.
Yes, it is. Okay. Are you sure there isn't more I could do for you? I have plenty of clothing that you may choose from if you'd like.
Am I dressed inappropriately? She'll kind of say with a slight smile.
Runa glance at all the men at the table.
Gunder is smirking but trying to hide it, while Torsten is blushed lightly.
I would say if you're dressed comfortably, then that is fine. But it's rather cold. Even if it doesn't bother you, we just wanted to make sure that you're comfortable as you are. Not any other girl in my village could have with that. Anyway,
Well, if it is a problem, she kind of reach up to her shoulders and kind of brush her hands down across them as the fabric will shift and become a long furred cloak that she will kind of take the edges of and wrap around her torso.
Magic clothing, okay.
Magic clothes.
I wish I had that ability in real life.
This is why the I do enjoy having the glamour effect on items from 3rd edition. It was, you wore your armor, but it looks like anything. Now, will my appearance be causing too much attention for what you seek?
As mentioned, as long as you're comfortable as you are.
Gunder's full on smiling now. There's no hiding it.
It's really need to hit him.
He's amused by this.
She'll probably close her eyes, and you see that the pale blue kind of shift to a pale, more of a flesh toned color. Though the darkness in her hair still remains.
Well, now she fits in, Gunder will say with humor.
Rena will give him a sharp look.
He laughs.
She was fine as she was.
Anyway, what are you gonna do with this information, Runa? Mm-hmm.
Well, if you all are willing to go with me, even if you are not, I'm going to be going to the clan, and I'm going to be getting Solomon back. The rogue clan. Sorry.
Well, I'm game to help my friends out. I mean, you helped us, so seems
As I said, I will make myself as useful to you as I can.
Runa will nod to both of them. It's much appreciated.
Gunder and Torsten will share a look. I think we may be better off staying here. Your clan's kind of vulnerable at the moment. Torsten will mention. Gunder will nod his head in agreement.
Are you going to be our protection totems then?
Well, we're going to make sure another attack doesn't happen at the very least.
I'm sure we'll all be greatly indebted to you. She'll look at Sylvie.
Well, I'll go along. She'll give Runa a very long look. Who is this Solomon anyway?
Okay, well, that's an awkward question.
She wants to know who they're looking for. She doesn't know if she's helping you rescue something weird.
Something weird.
Well, I mean,
Like
it's probably
what?
true.
Like an escaped prisoner? I don't know.
Yes, the whole village is really concerned about an escaped prisoner.
They might not know that it's an escaped prisoner.
Hey, it's an escape. Yeah, that's true. You could be doing a whole Underground Railroad thing here. We don't know.
Not a bad idea. You know what? There's a campaign idea for you. Anyway, back in character. Oh, I suppose I haven't mentioned Solomon is my son.
Son?
Sylvie will look surprised at this news that Runa has a son.
He's 7 now. He'll be 8 later this year.
As they usually do when they age. Sorry.
I'm just gonna say I know some people who age non-linearly.
I'm just gonna point out real quick that was a total Gunder thing to say.
No, Gunder's kind of shell-shocked right now, just staring at Runa.
And Runa is not looking at him at all.
Well, you should have said it was a kid before. Let's go.
Runa will stand to collect everyone's dishes, apparently.
Such a mom. Alright, so I suppose then the group will prepare to leave. The men still deciding to hang back in order to offer the village a bit of protection, seeing as they're quite low on warriors at the moment.
Makes enough sense, and also
Yep.
it also makes the DM not control 2 extra people.
Thanks for calling.
Little peek behind the curtain. I do that shit all the time.
Runa will approach Gunder when the group is a bit of a distance away. You two are all welcome to stay in my home. It is as your own. And I'm sorry I didn't mention before.
Small smirk. We'll keep the home fires burning. You don't have to worry about that. Just be safe. And he'll kind of reach out and squeeze both of your shoulders.
She will nod.
I'm a bit relieved we're not saving your boyfriend, though.
She will give a smile with no humor to it. Well, no, my husband already died. few years ago.
Gunder loses face for a second, like just wide mouth staring for like a second, and then pulls himself together. Damn, woman, you just keep pulling them out. The hell?
Keep pulling them out.
Just saying, you got all these secrets, and you're just deciding to dump them now.
Well, they would have continued to be secret if Torhill didn't ask questions.
Sylvia, ask the question.
Thorhild didn't ask anything.
One of the blonde chicks asked a question.
Don't you dare try to implicate Torhild. She is our little angel.
Okay, Anne Winley.
She just appears.
Oh no, yeah, Anwin would just no. Let's not. She who shall not be mentioned.
Does she still have a nose? I am wasted here.
Gunder will smile at Runa, knowing that he's gone and pissed her off. Pull her close and kiss her forehead before sending her off.
She'll push him away.
That's fine. He has no issue with that.
Don't let my house burn down, or I'll burn you down.
Sounds like
She'll-
fun.
She'll stomp away. As she
Stomp face.
approaches the girls. Stupid men. Just go to her village.
My God, the Sundari ratings! They're off the charts!
Are we ready to set out?
Nisei will nod.
I'm ready enough. Let's go.
I guess you know where you're headed to then. Sylvia, yes.
She will nod. And I know a shortcut. Given the DM allows.
Yeah, you probably know at least one way to sneak up on this company as you've been fighting with them for a while. Alright, so you guys are off into the snowy mountains.
We're just gonna keep a fast pace.
Alright, well, pacing yourselves or not, you are going to have to eventually stop for the night. Is there anything you guys are doing on your travel?
I'm keeping my eyes out. Especially when it comes to nightfall or time for coming to camp. Hoping to find a river, a stream, some place where I can submerge myself.
I see it.
As we're traveling, Torhild will just be asking about Solomon. She thinks it's super cool that one of her friends has a kid.
Well, Rina is rather icy, but until you start asking her questions, then she will soften a bit more.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Quinn,
So what
go freeze your stuff on the river.
So what Runa will tell you of her son is that he is energetic and positive. He's quick to jump into tasks, even if he shouldn't. And he thinks of himself as a very strong leader. Nisei, you will not find any bodies of waters head westward into the forest.
Well, that's... well, that's not optimal.
But it happens.
It does. Well, then I will just have to take refuge in one of the trees.
In the tree?
Like not in the tree itself. That would be amazing if I could manage that, but no.
Runa's suddenly very uncomfortable while turning into a tree.
Yeah, there you go. Gonna get all
So
up
you're-
in that. The big burly man will be so put out.
So you're what, climbing into the tree and sleeping in the branches?
Well, I mean, not exactly climbing, but yes.
Floating.
It's kind of flitting up into the trees.
All right. You guys settle down for the evening. Is there anything you're doing before you decide what?
Runa will make up a fire. And start some tea.
Okay. So we will return to wolf form and settle down near the fire. She has decided to leave Astrid with the boys in case they need them on quick notice.
Seems about right.
Torhild will stick close to Sylvie.
All right. What is your watch pattern going to be like? Or are you all just going to knock out? I believe only a few will rest for hours.
Only one, I believe.
We've got Nisse and Runa.
Oh, Runa's more of an elf than a dragon then.
Yeah, she's like Scotty.
But not as icy.
That's an opinion.
Yeah, Scotty's kind of hot under the collar.
Runa will just strap her over and
Well,
if the child of punishment.
well, in theory, if we have two elf sleepers, then we don't need to worry about watch. Just one of them goes first and the other one goes second, and we're
Alright, then Nisse, Runa, you guys can decide how you want to handle that.
I will go first.
It's fine.
Alright, so we're gonna take first watch. Go ahead and roll perception.
And DM has momentarily stepped away. Row, row, row the boat gently downstream.
That is not
Oh,
the song
no.
that's being played.
I see. If Aurora was to run into to say, "Oh no, 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 it's icy." I'm
You-
funny. Give me credit.
You need to learn appropriate timing. You'll get there one day. Don't worry.
What voice are you using?
You just need to learn and to grow up first.
Are you saying I'm not grown up?
Well, at the very least, you seem not to have matured. But you'll get there. Some people take longer than others. That's all right.
That was very positive. and
I
uplifting.
have faith that people can grow.
No one's ever had faith in me before. You know what? This day is now part of the understudies.
You would wish. You never know. Could happen. Proof that you can tell Roro is doing bad things or less desirable things if you frame it nicely.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Woo!
All right, so
Did you forget to give them?
I Delilah wanted the movie changed.
Oh.
So Runa, as you are keeping an eye out, you notice a org will drift close to the camp. He doesn't notice you. He seems to be on patrol. You guys must have settled close to their area.
She ready her arrow.
He passed. Like I said, doesn't notice you guys.
And she'll lower her weapon.
The rest of your watch goes by. Nisse?
Okay. I'm guessing you want perception from the miss.
Yes, if you're going to get out of your watch, Runa.
I mean, I may not come down from the tree, but I'm definitely keeping watch.
Okay.
Runa will inform her that of passing her.
All right. Well, I'll keep more a specific eye there then. But let's see what we got. A 16.
16.
Yeah.
All right. Most of your shift passes without concern. And nearing dawn, when the rest of your group is beginning to stir, you hear what sounds like a scruffle. It's far enough away that you have no concern of it impeding onto your guys' rest, but it's loud enough that you're catching it despite the distance. Morning is upon you, and Torhild, Sylvie, awake. Runa as well.
Torhild,
Runa will turn to Nisse and ask her if anything had interrupted her watch.
We've been on the outskirts of there. There was a little activity earlier, but nothing that came close to us.
She'll nod. Sorry, Patrick, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Torhild will get up and stretch, and there was something else, but I forgot what it was, so it must not have been important.
The wolf Sylvie will get up, stretch, and wander away from the group.
Torhild will follow after her.
Is she going towards the area where I heard the commotion?
No, she is not.
All right. At the very least, I will point out the direction in which I had seen it come from, or I had heard it come from.
Torhild, you follow Sylvie for a bit, and she will find a what appears just to be normal trees, snow. Doesn't look like anything special, but she circles the area a few times, sniffing about, and then will change back to her human form to sit and do her prayers.
Ah. Torhild will just remain quiet, not wanting to disturb.
After a little while, she will stand up, see you there, kind of give you a nod, and then gesture for you two to head to. Is there anything Runa and Nisse were doing this period?
Just staying up in the tree, looking out, seeing with the new light if I can pinpoint where any signs of the previous activity.
You can see a large, what appears to be camp in the distance. It won't take you guys too long, a few hours to get there. There is kind of smoke billowing from the camp, but that's all you take in. You probably can spot Sylvie and Torhild as well, as Sylvie wouldn't have gone too far off to have a high vantage point.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna scout out from like the very tops of the trees.
Yeah, so you can see those two girls as well. That's about it you need to notice.
All right. Well, with that, I'll kind of hop off and drift down back to ground level and inform everyone the approximate looking size and distance for the camp.
Runa, this sounds correct to you based on the information you know of.
Runa, during the time that was fire, making sure everything's good to go, left house,
Okay.
and then to save up. It won't take us long to get there. We'll need a plan of.
You broke up there. What?
Well, it won't take us long to get there. We'll need a plan of attack.
Is attacking the plan?
Well, I'm assuming we should probably just sneak and do our best to stay as undercover. Find him and go, executing any that may fall in our path, but try not to cause too much. There's a bit of a grumble under her voice.
If you think it's best to try and be discreet, then I will do my best, but failing that, my plan of attack is pretty much always fry it with light.
Then we'll at least have you as a backup plan.
As a what?
A backup plan. Backup plan. Backup
Yeah,
plan.
I heard you. Sorry.
Okay, good. I was like, wait.
I mean, responses are good.
Cool.
I didn't know you were waiting for one. Sorry.
Thank you, Prince. A response.
Alright, so the plan is to stealthy over camp and try to find Solomon without causing too much of a disturbance.
And silently exit those who make. Rina still has some kind of ink. We'll keep Torhild in the back for stealth reasons.
My magic tends to be pretty loud, so.
All right, give me your marching order.
How long is it going to take us to get to camp? Get to this place?
2 hours about.
2 hours. All right.
Oh, totally precasting mage armor.
Let me
All right.
check really quick. Marching order though, whenever you're ready.
I would assume that's still in the front.
I could be toward. I could be. I could be second in line.
Okay, so Runa, Nisse, Scotty.
Scotty, where's Scotty?
Scotty's pictures up, so
Scotty
Oh.
needs it.
Okay.
That's right. We're. Apparently we need Scotty here, and we're going to split the characters. Like, there's going to be a copy of Scotty's going to have a copy here. Nisse's going to have a copy for understudies. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I think Scotty and Torhild would get along pretty well. They're both all about the aggro match.
if I cast enhance ability on Torhild, will that help our stealth check?
It can if you do Cat's Grace, but it also only lasts an hour, I think.
Okay, when we're closer till, I think I'll do that.
Okay.
When we get close, I could scout the camp to see if your son is there. You've given us a description of him.
She is not giving you a description.
I thought that was part of it.
I know she told you about him. Bruna doesn't give out descriptions of her sons for some reason. But if you're asking for it, at your discretion, are you going to inform what's...
Can we assume that she may have saw him in the house?
No.
No.
We're not in the...
Rude. Then yes, Runa will give the best detailed version of the last time she saw him.
Oh, right. Solomon has a darker blue skin with Runa's silver hair. He has horns, but they're dark blue. And he also has the look more of a tiefling with a tail.
This is news to me.
We discussed this, you just don't remember.
Oh my god. So pretty much out of the entire village, tiefling is...
Yeah, he stands out.
All right. When we get close, I can go ahead and see if there's anyone who meets that description. If he's not there, we can not cause unnecessary bloodshed.
Oh. Actually,
Runa was asking about casting spells to help our sneak. Pretty sure Pass Without Trace is a ranger spell. If she has that, that would be the best possible option.
It absolutely would.
I don't.
you don't have passive.
And I only have up to the second spot.
I think Pass Without a Trace is second level.
Oh, I thought it was third.
It might be third, but I feel like it's second. But yeah, that would be great. It's like +10 to everybody's stealth check.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Well, I can use enhance ability for Hill.
That is good. I'm not gonna lie. Cause do you pull from Ranger or Druid list?
Yeah.
No.
Don't you have a mix of ranger and druid spells?
No.
I thought you were like a druid ranger, like I'm a.
No, I'm just.
Okay.
So oh wait, you're a Ranger.
Yeah.
Pass without a trace, second level abjuration. Yeah.
Druid and ranger.
What kind of ranger are you again? Aren't you
A primal guardian.
yeah, you're an unofficial.
Well, I mean, isn't that oh, okay? So it's a whole different class.
Well, is it an unofficial class or an unofficial ranger type?
Yeah. Is it a subclass or a regular?
So it's a subclass.
Sub, yeah.
Okay, then you might actually still have, because you've got Ranger spells.
Are rangers one of them that take all the spells? Like, are they a divine caster?
They are a divine caster. They just prepare their spells.
So they're like a cleric and a paladin and a druid.
They're kind of they're half casters like a paladin.
Okay, I didn't know that before, so I just have a certain set of spells.
Yeah, you can only have certain spells at a time. Like you have your spells. What was it? Your spells known. That's how many you can prepare. Because you're like what, ninth? Are you like 8th level, 7th?
7th level.
7th level. Yeah. So you'll have 5 spells that you can have prepared, and you have 1st and 2nd level spells.
I think when I did this, I just kind of gave myself the spells I knew that she would want to have prepped all the time. Maybe is what I did.
It is useful to have kind of a static list of like, hey, these are the ones that I prefer.
Yeah.
But you do have one of the best stealth spells in the freaking game outside of mass casting invisibility.
Okay, so what are we doing? Lost within all this chatter.
Pass without a trace is a concentration for 1 hour. So again, that's something we do when we're close, but that works for everybody.
Okay, so Runa will have that about halfway through your trip, about-ish. Does that mean you guys will roll stealth with advantage, or do you guys not even need to roll stealth?
Let me see here. 4.
Oh, I'm muted. We still roll, but we have +10 to the roll.
Yes,
All of you?
all of us.
Okay, then let's take rolls for that now.
Let's see. Hey, still a 14. I'm debating whether or not if we're. So, at what point are we doing pass without a trace or our stealth check? Within half an hour, I'd say. Maybe.
After you guys, you can do it within an hour to half an hour before you hit camp. So about halfway to most of the way there.
Probably half an hour, just so that we have some scouting time there, I would hope.
Okay.
Alright, so for that. Yeah. Alright. Come on. Stealth.
Runa will switch places with Nisei since she's concentrating on the spell.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take point on that one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 28.
Well, two of you did well.
Hey, we're keeping that average up.
And the other two of us, plus 10.
Yeah.
Yay.
28, 27. 28, 27, 14, 15. I mean, that's still a pretty decent average, right?
Your average is a 21.
Hey, there we go.
All right, so you make it up to camp without being noticed. And Runa leads you kind of back behind the camp and up this large cave as you guys slowly clamber up to. Stay behind the opening rock, but to kind of get an overview of the camp area.
All right. Well, if when we hit camp, that's when a fun thing happens. Or just, are we ready for me to go and scout?
Runa will nod.
Okay. We will. Let me. Huh. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll keep that at that. Blibbity and invisibility.
That's just the normal.
What's that?
That's just normal invisibility, not greater invisibility.
That is true. I am not strong enough to cast greater invisibility. That would be terrifying.
All right. So you go invisible. As you are casting this, let me have you all roll a perception check.
I am on top of these fucking rolls today.
Runa, focus.
18 plus 7, so 25.
Seven.
It's okay, Torhild. I'll stop.
Torhild is... Look, say what you will, but Torhild is still on brand.
Torhild is ignorant to the world around her. This has been a thing for as long as Torhild's been around.
Yeah, but technically, Torhild, if we just push the right button, it will fry this whole camp.
That is also true.
You know what? I'm pushing the buttons.
To interrupt really quick, Quinn, when do we need to be off?
I have work at... Oh shit, it's 4:30 now. For whatever reason, I'm going in half an hour later. But 4 o'clock is when I need to generally be off to make sure that I'm there. So we got time.
Okay,
4
so that's
o'clock proper standard time.
Thank you, Quinn, for rubbing it in again.
Every time.
So that's 2 my time yet?
Yes. Holy crap,
Okay.
what the hell happened here?
Alright, so with the perception check, you guys will catch that the Orogs are discussing in a worried tone. They're discussing an event that had happened recently, and it isn't the destruction of Runa's village. They're talking about shadow creature and inky dark. Runa, Sylvie, Torhild, That sounds kind of familiar to what you guys have just been through. Alright, so Nisse, you going to do some scouting?
Yes, basically it's just kind of duck behind one of the rocks, make a low chant, and just kind of fade into the snow before kind of lifting off and just kind of drifting around to see if I can't find signs of Runa's child.
Can you go ahead and roll a stealth check for me as you are trying to invisibly but quietly move?
Well, I'm making no footsteps, if that makes any difference to you.
Well, if you're still trying to look inside tents and such.
Alright, so advantage with plus 10. Nice. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, that's... Of course, I roll a 5 and a 4. But that is still... That is still 25. Super... Pass without a trace. Plus 10 to stealth.
Okay. Alright. So you are able to quietly move throughout the tent. You see no sign of there have been or ever being a captive here. No cages, no chains, no nothing. There's no children amongst them. Just a bunch of...
Okay. So then we have the cave.
There is
Correct.
a cave.
Well, that will be the other place that I circle around back to check.
Alright, the cave actually drops down into a vast tunneling system. You notice that there are a few settlements there, but again, no signs of a child there ever being a captive here.
Okay. Alright, so we have no sign of the child.
No sign of the child.
I'll head back to the others and just kind of softly in between them. Just I couldn't see him anywhere. There was no signs.
Are you sure?
I did look around in all of their... I mean, how deep did the caves go? Is my question.
The cave, I mean, there seems to be some kind of tunneling system under that this cave opens up to, but as far as far as you can see,
What is going on back there?
Sam's just losing his shit. It's fine.
I hate you, Kevin.
What? I didn't do anything.
As far as you can see, there are no signs that these orcs have decided to explore the cave or that they would even
Will you stop tormenting the DM so she could explain what I see?
I have literally not even done anything.
It doesn't look like the orgs would have fit through the passage that would have led into the tunneling system. So you're pretty sure they're not.
All right. So I will relay that information.
Rena will look away and kind of mutter angrily to herself. If he's not here,
Well, perhaps, fellows, what else is going on?
Rena will look to Torhill.
I
said
missed
something
all of that.
lightning and thunder.
Is that your wish?
We're not leaving here until I get some answers.
Oh, we don't have to go in so aggressively.
Perhaps there's a way we could catch one of the guards on patrol. Get information that. I mean, if you want to burn the campground, I'm fine with. I'm just suggesting that maybe we experiment with other options.
There are patrols. We could manage to take in one of them.
She will take in a deep, calming breath. Yes, that is a better idea.
There are some on the outskirts. I could perhaps lure one away.
Well, alternatively, she said that the cave was too small for them to fit. I'm small. I could get in there and take a look around.
Well, it wasn't too large. It wasn't too small a space for me to fit into. It was more that they couldn't have transported him through it.
No, but if they did transport him here and he got away, he could be hiding in the one place they can't get to.
Well, perhaps so. Maybe we can find out if they had a captive that escaped, though there was little sign that he was even here.
Let's just stick with the plan and get some answers.
All right. Now, are there further patrols, or are they all congregated here in this camp?
Now that it's daytime, it looks like they're all congregated. You guys don't know the count or the numbers. You don't see anybody passing, but you could take a look at the area. As you guys were approaching, you didn't notice anymore.
Okay. Seems like it might be a good idea to see if we can't get any of these around the camp look to be lookouts, or are they just kind of going about their existence?
So yes, this one here, this one here, and if I can get my screen to scroll, this one here all look to be lookout.
Well, we could get one of their attention and draw one or two of them away and get some answers.
Just be careful.
course. I will shift my appearance. I still... How long did that take on scouting around, by the way?
Maybe about 30 minutes.
Okay, so I got roughly 30 minutes left. Okay. I will use that to my advantage.
One thing of note, though, if that took roughly 30 minutes and we passed without a trace roughly 30 minutes before we got here, then we're cutting it close on that one if we want to keep that going.
I'm also running. I have very limited spell slots, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are kind of crouched down and hidden, you could use that to pull back, I would say, to more of a fallback position, because there's a lot of these things, and I remember not even half their number being kind of gnarly, and that's when we had tanks. So, yeah, I would suggest that we pull back a little bit, and I can draw one towards us. Hopefully one.
We'll call the other one if needed. What?
Alright, so where are you guys going to back to? Like, outside of this area that is on the map?
Well, let's see. We have... The greatest opening and gapping we have is here. So, whichever one, what was it? Specifically, that one here was the one that was keeping an eye out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we should probably head more like off map. Yeah, that way.
Okay.
And then I can go about to draw this one.
And how are you drawing him out?
Well, I will shift my attire and appearance to be just pale throughout. Just shot a pale ghostly white. We'll still keep my my eyes their ice chip color, but the gown will be a diaphanous kind of floating, like a taffeta wrapping. And from there, I will kind of pick up a couple of handfuls of snow and kind of drape it over myself, and then kind of catching his eye line briefly, just kind of like have it roll off me as I kind of move around. So it kind of looks like this ghostly swirl of snow kind of moving off into the crevices and rocks.
Hold on, I have a crying child.
I do that. This crying child intermission is brought to you by D&D cards. They're handy.
Alright, well, Kevin's gonna figure that out. So, in a sec.
Are we still needing a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I need to take care of something for just a minute. That.
I will go get a tasty beverage.
Yes, take like 2 or 3 because I have to go and get my laundry. Be right back. In fact, I will do this. Haha.
Nice to back.
Alright. Hey, it's an Elia! Yay, Elia! Alright, I'm back. I don't know about anybody else.
I'm good.
Good here.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so you have made yourself a very pretty, white, very fair thing.
I am a snow nymph at the moment.
Alright. What are you doing with yourself then?
Yeah, Doge is kind of right about that. A little bit. Like I said, I will gather up snow to kind of put across across my form, and catching his eye line, just kind of move to let it kind of drift and blow off. So this is vaguely humanoid shape kind of catching his eye line, wandering up into, wandering out from the camp. Not from the camp itself, but, on the edge of his sideline and kind of moving on. It's kind of one of those ephemeral figment looking things.
There is obvious surprise on his expression, and he kind of glances back to the camp. And he will head your way.
Is he alone?
Yeah, he's not going to call to his friend. He's
All right.
not sure seeing what he's seeing, but he's gonna go check it out.
I will lead him a good 50 feet away if he's going to go up about that far. Like, how far is he willing to follow me out? That's a better question.
I'm rolling. Oh Jesus, this guy's.
He's willing to follow me to the Bahamas.
Yeah, he rolled a 2. He's willing to follow you until he knows about.
Okay, cool. I will take him 100 feet then. I will take him out
Alright.
100 feet, and then when that is about, where it's just kind of drift up to him, having shed the snow completely. So now I'm just kind of invisible, and kind of slide my hands gently up his face, and then fade in, dropping the invisibility. Kind of having those eyes lock with his, and I will attempt to charm him.
Alright, roll for it.
That's not me rolling, in fact. He has got to make a wisdom save, verse 16.
Charm the spell. For some reason I thought you were using, like, persuasion or something. Sorry.
I mean, persuasion is probably a better bet. Oh god, yeah, no, I've got him.
He's dumbstruck.
It's by this gloriously pale, ghostly thing with flowing white silks. Pretty lady. Oh.
Pretty much.
Hello there, dear. Come, sit a while. And I'll lead him further on. Now my party could probably see me. I'm just kind of drifting this thing away from its companions.
Alright, is the party staying out of...
Will that cause any problems if you do? You didn't?
the good
Maybe. What do you go? Huh?
I said that's a good question if the party's going to cause problems. So what are you guys doing? Are you staying out of sight and letting Nissing handle it?
Torhild knows full well that none of her magic is good for stealth missions, so she's just keeping.
Okay, Sylvie trusts that Nisse has this, so she's not going to intervene. Runa?
Runa will be on her toes, kind of want to go, but will stay where she's not seen.
Okay. So, taking this guy out of sight of the camp, just kind of sit him down, just kind of lightly sit in his lap, and I will start asking him questions in regards to the child. If anyone there has seen him, basically, this being the first the first line of questioning. Is if
So
even if this child has ever come through this camp, or if they've even seen him.
So with Charmed, he just considers you friendly?
He considers me a close personal friend whose advice is to be utmost heeded. I am someone worthy of protection. They are not dominated, but they regard me as a close, trusted friend.
Okay. If that's the case, then he's gonna paw at you a bit. But he will answer your questions, and you find out that this Orig clan did not attack Runa's clan, and they don't have the child. But he will tell you that there has been a lot of motion with with a city nearby made mostly of tiefling, and that the Origs have actually been busy fighting with this city, as this city has been seeming out for blood with them.
Okay. I will allow this individual, to basically stroke at my hair, kind of pet at my shoulders. I will gently guide him away from doing anything more than that, but just as I'm sitting in this giant creature's lap, just kind of sitting, listening, smiling at him, then I will have him tell me what he knows about the people, the tiefling city.
He knows that they are of an ancient breed, and that they are very private, so to say. They are very on guard. Their city is difficult to get into. They're deep within the thicker forest of the mountain, nestled up against one of the mountain bases. And they had been peaceful for a long time. But out of nowhere, within the last, I want to say, year, they've suddenly become aggressive.
See, this is why you gotta give your tieflings rabies shots. This'll happen every time. Alright. And I'm guessing I can get the direction from him.
Sorry, my throat is... Let me look at the map real quick, because I know where it is. Yeah, so he will let you know that they are farther northwest than where you guys have settled in.
Okay. So they've not even... They weren't... Okay, the Cliff Notes. He wasn't... This troop, or this camp, was not responsible for the attack. Did they know which one was?
They don't think any of the orgs are responsible for the attack on Runa's clan. They think, because they've been busy fighting with the Tiefling city, that the Tieflings may have done it, because the Tieflings seem to be outflood, especially with the orgs. But they also have the theory that the Tieflings are now trying to expand and take over this range of mountains.
Okay.
That's what they have summed up the sudden aggression coming from the Tiefling.
Alright. So we got that. They have not seen or heard anything from the kid because they didn't raid the camps. Then there's this guy's being straight with me, right?
Roll an insight.
Woo, plus 10. So you got... Shit, I shifted that. I didn't even see what I rolled. Alright, okay. What do I got? Alright, let's see if I can... I will learn how to get the dice rolls always on camera. Eventually. I saw this really neat little dice thing that I'm going to pick up in the next couple of weeks. So that will be a insight of 23.
Okay. So, based on your insight, this guy's definitely being straight with you. He doesn't want to do anything to put you off, thinks that you're worth the information.
That's adorable. All right, well then... And then I'll just kind of smile up, and I'm just, you've done you and yours a great service. You can go back to the others with your head held high. They may not understand the gift you've given them today, but my blessing upon you. I will lean up and kiss him on his cheek, and then kind of shoo him on to his way. Dream sweetly, dream of me. Now go.
First, hesitant and confused at the sudden parting, but eventually he will head back to his clan.
Then I will circle around to find everyone else.
Alright, I will leave it there because it is time for the kids to get some lunch.
Woo!
We will pick up in forms.
Can we pick up after the explanation that I give them, so that we don't have to wait on me to type up a whole thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to rely on me for that.
Alright. I can kind of summarize what Nisse will let the group know.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
So responsible.
Hooray, we prevented the murder of people who were not responsible for the murder in your village.
This time.
Wouldn't it have been so bad if you guys went in aggro?
Hello? Okay, alright. I may be a high school dropout, but this up here, I can do D&D math. All right, they outnumber us. What? There's 3, 4. There's just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 15 of them. Maybe people along the perimeter we can't see. There are 4 of us. So they outnumber us 3-1.
And we have Torhill. We outnumber them 500 to 1.
No, well, you see, here's the problem. There are 15 of them, 4 of us. We know for a damn fact that they have 2 attacks around. D&D maths at that point puts them technically, action-wise, 6-1. And I'm pretty sure the law of averages, I can't neutralize all of them. And I don't think we could deal with all of them within a minute.
I don't know.
This was a fight worth avoiding. Come on now. I may not be huge into combat, but I'm good at circumventing some.
Well, at the end of the story, you guys lived. I mean, there's a good possibility you would have lost at least one of you.
Yeah, fucking 30 attacks incoming without, well, I mean, granted, they can't swarm completely a lot of this, but I'm just saying, math was not on our side here.
No, it was not. Definitely wasn't meant to be either.
I feel like I've saved a lot of lives today.
Well, like I said, we will pick up again. But thank you guys for playing.
Woo!
We now have it on the next step of finding Solomon, as well as some odd information for the original Chapters clan.
The original Chapters clan. Like, 90% of them aren't still here.
Yeah, still.
Well, I think we're gonna pop off unless you have anything more to say.
Thank you for running it.
Oh, yes. This was a
Somebody
delight, as
checked our
always.
house.
What's that?
Somebody checked our house, apparently.
Check for hells.
Their house. There's the fire alarm. Come on.
They probably didn't hear that, Kevin. It was quiet.
Okay. Was that on our end?
Yeah, it wasn't
Oh.
ours.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything weird, so there's that. All right, well, awesome. You all have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. As for everyone else, thank you for joining. I greatly appreciate all the subs and fun stuff that all you insane people have gone and done, because that's amazing. We are going to be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern for understudies. Yeah, and I'm thinking that the week after, I might be able to try and run the experiment. I think I'm getting damn close. So we're gonna see for that. We're gonna see if that works. But yeah, understudies tomorrow with Evil Within coming being played on Tuesday and Wednesday. So up until the Lost Souls is Wednesday morning though, right? Or is it Tuesday morning?
Lost
remember.
Souls is
Is what day?
Tuesday.
Okay. So, yes. The current schedule. We got understudies Monday. Tuesday we got Lost Souls, followed in short order by Evil Within playthrough. Wednesday, Evil Within. Then we will figure the rest out after that. But there's your schedule, people. I got no life and the ability to make a jackass out of myself on camera. So, you'll be seeing from us again soon. Take care, everyone. We'll see you later.
Later.